The next comedic principle that we absolutely want to hit on is the mindset, and it's that life is not an interview. We're actually not moving through our life when we speak to most people seeking pure information out of them most of the time. When we make conversation with people and we say, how are you doing? Or tell me about your weekend, we're not necessarily just factually interested in what happened. Those are jumping off points, as we discussed with the conversational paths, for something more. And this means that when you are asked questions or somebody says something to you, you have an opportunity to mess around. If you do this in a job interview, it's going to be a ding. But when you do this in life, this is how you build charisma. Something that just happened today, I was thinking of a story. I said, okay, I don't have any stories. So we went out today and saw what happened. Ben and I went to a Muay Thai training class, and we had our entire class. We were very tired at the end of it. And as we were walking out, the receptionist said, hey, Alex, your trainer just left, but he said that you guys were going to do something about payment. And as a joke, Ben went very over the top. He said, oh, no. He said, don't worry about paying him. You guys were just going to foot the bill. It's completely okay, and that we should just come back whenever we want. And he said this with a smile on his face. She got it about halfway through what he was saying, but that is an example. Life is not an interview. Of course, we did pay right after that. But that interaction started with a joke, and then she joked back. And now there is a dynamic there that isn't, you need to pay, okay, here's my credit card, here's your credit card back, and she forgets about us the next second. So think through your life. We talked about this in the confidence module. Who are the people in it that you treat as functions of their job? Who are the people that you treat and you just convey information to them? I just got off the phone with my buddy. We had a great conversation, but I am guilty of this. I fall into, because I tend to be the teaching type, I want to explain things very specifically. So we were talking about someone that I'm dating, and he asked a very silly question about what we did the night before. And I said, like we were just hanging out. We went to my house. We hung out. We watched Netflix. He's like, no, what did you guys do? That's so weird. I was like, no, we watched Netflix. And then I realized he's teasing me because that's all that I ever do sometimes. I have these nights where I'm super, super lazy, and he was poking fun at the fact that I didn't feel like getting up or doing anything. So that was just a moment in that interaction that he treated not like a job interview. We weren't just factually communicating information. There's times you can mess around. So think through your life. When can you do this? We're going to touch on a lot of different comedic principles. We're going to talk about heightening. We're going to talk about the rule of threes. We're going to talk about world building, playing a character. But the one that is absolutely most critical for this, for people who are not funny, but you want to make other people laugh, feel good, and connect with you, is commitment. When you're saying something like this, imagine that story with Ben at this Muay Thai gym. If he'd walked up to her and said, she says, okay, Alex said that you guys were going to pay. He said, no, he told us we didn't have to. And then kind of trailed off. It would look like he was just trying to steal, right? Because he didn't take the joke all the way. Instead, by saying, oh no, Alex told us that we didn't have to. He said that you guys were just going to foot the bill and it was completely cool if we came back whenever we wanted. That way, that commitment in the face, the body, doing that rule of three, expanding upon the initial idea, that's commitment. And I'm going to have videos that demonstrate this, but you demonstrate it with your tonality, with your body, and with your ability to continue down the path of a joke until the people around you realize that you are in fact just messing around. This is foundational. You do not need to be a comedic genius to do this. In fact, this really just comes from a sense of confidence, which is why we put the confidence module before this one.